Welcome to this video. Today I will start with complex number 2.0, means part 2 of complex number. Another series is going on complex number where I will do great details on each and every topic there. Here we will do very fast revision and we will directly start with questions. Like today we will do a fast theory on the topic, as I told you, complex number in iota form. Let's start. What is today's agenda? Nothing but this only topic. We will do it theory very fast. Theory. This is the topic here. We will do only this part today, nothing more than this. This everything I will complete this full page, and with this I will end the video only. So hoping that today's video will be a very short one. Let's start. Complex number in iota form. First thing, let me tell you complex number and imaginary number difference. Complex number is any number written in a plus bi form. A plus bi form, anything written in a plus bi form is complex number. For example, 1 plus 2i, let's say, or let me tell you 3i, where here you can easily understand a is this and b is this. 3i, a is 0, means we can write is 0 plus 3i, this is plus, yeah, and also b we can be written as 3 here. Also any real number or integer, anything like 2 is also a complex number. How? Because given a is equals to 2 and we can write it as plus 0 into I, there is no restriction on b in complex numbers, so it tells us just about all numbers, means possible number, all type of possible numbers is complex number. While imaginary number, they have a condition that b not equals to 0, means for imaginary number. This is a misconception for many one, so I told this first. Let's start then. Imaginary, yeah. Let's start. A number written in a plus b iota form where a and b are real numbers and I is a symbol used for root minus 1. This thing I have told in part 1 also up to now. These things all done. Now let's do the definition. Expressions of the type a plus bi, where a b belongs to real number and this plus is a symbol and I is a symbol which plus is an operator, we can tell it technically, and there are symbols which are called complex number if they satisfy the following rule. These are the rules for complex number: equality, addition, multiplication rule. This is a very obvious thing because since a is this rule is a very obvious rule, since a is a real number, so a does not have any iota form there, so a must be equal to c only. Nothing can be done because this is also a real, this one has no iota form, and these have a iota form, so by comparing we can find b is equal to d also. Obvious expression. This is a addition statement. We can add this can be written as a plus c, and taking I common as, then we can take it as b plus d. Multiplication, we can use distributive rule, that a into c, and then bi into di, then b d I square comes, I square is minus 1. You can yourself check, I square is minus 1, minus 1's root minus 1, I is root minus 1 as I told in the first paragraph, and if I square this will come to be minus 1. This is a scenario here. that is BD I square, that is minus BD. Then it comes ADI plus BCI, where I comes out common, and then we get AD plus BC. Integral powers of I we have done already in the first series. We are continuing, we have done up to this only, this integral powers. We have not done the definition up to now. Here we are doing very fast revision, so we are completing many things. Today only I will complete this, and in our next video on complex number I will tell you at the last. Continue with the studies now. That is the value of I to the power n. This is telling if n is equals to 2k. First means n is even, we can write even numbers as 2k. Then I to the power n is equal to I to the power 2k is equals to I square into k. I square, as I told you, is minus 1 into k, which means minus 1 to the power n by 2. Or if this is odd numbers can be written as n is equal to 2k plus 1. I to the power n is equal to I to the power 2k plus 1 is equals to I into I square into k into in I square to whole to the power k. This is minus 1 to the power k into I, right, here to I. So here I will come, another I, and with this is k, where we have considered k to be n minus 1 by 2, right? So let me do some corrections here. I have written I here. Now see, I into this is I to the power n, which can be written as I to the power 2k plus 1, means this is I into I square into k. Now k can be written as n minus 1 by 2. This statement, this is n by 2 minus 1 by 2, right? Ignore that part, I have having some confusion there. This is I into I square into k, which can be written as I into, I am writing from directly from here, right, I into minus 1 whole to the power k. Now if now what is k here? We can write, if k is even here, I can write this as I. If k is odd, for even I am writing e only, for even I, for odd it will be minus I. There is some, I think I am having some confusions in this statement. If you are easy with that statement, so I am rubbing this, you can continue with that statement. I am having some confusion, I am more comfortable with this. So this is the final conclusion of us, that is, if I to the power n is 1, if n is equals to 4m, if m is equal to 4m plus 1, then it is I, 4m plus 2, then it is minus 1, and if it's 4n plus 3, then it is minus I. Yeah, this is the thing we have already done. Now our topic is real and imaginary parts of a complex number. Before that, this statement I tell you again is very important statement. Complex number can only be written in this form very easily, and we can solve many problems by writing complex number as this form only. First, let me make you some easy thing with this. If remainder comes, if the I divide n by 4, remainder comes 0, then this statement, and if I divide by 4 and remainder comes equals to 1, then we arise this statement, and so on for remainder is equals to 2 and remainder is equals to 3. This makes the statement simpler by our own mathematical logics. For this r is equal to 3. Now let's start with our next topic, real and imaginary parts of a complex number. We denote it by REZ and IMZ. RE means real, IM means imaginary. In this statement, real part is A, imaginary part is B, excluding the iota part. Means iota is itself imaginary number, so we are only thinking about the imaginary part of the z, which simply means the real number which is acting as a coefficient of I. Now our topic is types of complex number. A complex number z is equal to x plus I iota x and y belongs to R is real if y is equals to 0. That is, imaginary part of z is equals to 0, and imaginary if y not equals to 0, means imaginary part is not equals to 0, and purely imaginary if x is equals to 0. That is, real part of z is equals to 0. For example, this example, as I told you, this is purely imaginary. Now it is interesting to note that 0 plus 0 iota means 0 is both real as well as purely imaginary. 0 is always a very weird sort of number which is shows many properties, and we have covered our complex number in iota form. With this I take a note of thanks. Yeah, let me tell you, in our next complex number 2.0 series, next video of this series, we will start with our quiz on complex number in iota form. That quiz we will cover many good questions, and in my next video I will start a new series which is with the name formulae. In that I will cover formulae of various chapters of mathematics which many people forget or difficult to learn. So I will discuss formulas in our next, and our topic of formulae in our next video will be indefinite integration. Indefinite integration. Indefinite integration. With this I end my video here. Let me write the full thing and I will end the video. Thank you for being with me. I will start with this topic and ending the video here. Thank you.